This is the War Brief Daily for May 2nd, 2026, covering the Iran and wider Middle East theater. Tonight we are tracking four major updates. The diplomatic track between Iran and the United States is approaching collapse. The Lebanon front is heading toward a hard deadline. Iran is waging economic warfare to break the naval blockade. And Iran is quietly rebuilding its military forces while facing growing unrest at home. First, the diplomatic deadlock. This is confirmed. Iran submitted a three-stage nuclear proposal to the United States, which President Trump rejected outright for failing to include meaningful concessions on the nuclear program. Iran's Foreign Minister Araghchi then traveled to Oman and proposed splitting administrative control of the Strait of Hormuz, including a joint toll collection scheme over a choke point that carries roughly 20% of global daily oil supply. Oman refused. Inside Iran, IRGC General Ahmad Vahidi, who holds near-exclusive access to new Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, has locked in a hardline position, refusing to concede on both the nuclear program and Hormuz sovereignty. Reformist voices, including former President Rouhani, are completely absent from the current decision loop. ISW and Critical Threats assess that Iran's next proposal is unlikely to include meaningful concessions. The ceasefire is holding kinetically. The diplomatic track is not. Second, Lebanon. This is confirmed. IDF Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir visited troops in southern Lebanon on April 29 and stated directly there is no ceasefire. He said the IDF will strike all threats, including targets north of the Litani River. Israeli officials have asked the United States not to extend the Lebanon ceasefire past its May 17 expiration date and are pushing for expanded authorization if negotiations with the Lebanese government stall. On the ground, Hezbollah has escalated FPV drone attacks, with 4 of 6 recent strikes using first-person view drones. An IDF seizure of a Hezbollah weapons cache confirmed the group is now assembling FPV drones domestically. The IDF has deployed acoustic radar systems, smart gun sights, and anti-drone nets, countermeasures adapted directly from the Ukraine war to counter this threat. Third, maritime and economic pressure. Confirmed. Iran's rial hit a record low, compounding the impact of sanctions and the naval blockade. Iran is attempting to route oil exports to China via rail and is leveraging Caspian trade routes through Russia to circumvent the blockade, confirmed by a Kremlin-acknowledged meeting between Araghchi and Putin. Iranian military-affiliated media published an assessment, not confirmed operational planning, outlining 3 escalation options: seizing commercial vessels, redirecting trade through Russia, or coordinating with the Houthis to close the Bab el-Mandab Strait. The IRGC Navy already seized and redirected 2 vessels in late April. A move analysts assess was designed to extract blockade concessions from Washington. Fourth, force regeneration and internal security. This is an assessment supported by satellite imagery. Iran has almost certainly used the ceasefire period to excavate buried missile launcher sites, reorganize command structures, and remove underperforming commanders. CNN obtained satellite imagery in mid-April showing active excavation of underground launcher sites. Iran's missile factory infrastructure remains degraded, but the operational force layer is being rebuilt. Internally, the IRGC dismantled a militant cell in Kurdistan province on April 28th. In Sistan and Baluchistan the following day, the Mobarazun militant coalition attacked IRGC vehicles and killed 2 law enforcement officers. Iran's national internet blackout remains in effect. Parliamentary Speaker Ghalibaf issued an unusual audio-only message blaming the U.S. blockade for Iran's economic conditions, assessed by ISW as an effort to build internal unity against an external enemy ahead of potential unrest. Here's what to watch over the next cycle. Iran's next nuclear proposal will determine whether the ceasefire holds or kinetic strikes resume. May 17 is the hard deadline on Lebanon. Watch whether Israel receives U.S. authorization to expand operations north of the Litani. Monitor the Strait of Hormuz and the Bab el-Mandab for any escalation in IRGC naval activity or Houthi maritime action. And watch for organized protests inside Iran as the rial continues its record decline and economic conditions deteriorate for ordinary Iranians. 3 major tripwires: the nuclear track, the Lebanon deadline, and potential domestic unrest are converging inside a 15-day window. This is the most consequential stretch of this conflict to date. That's your War Brief Daily for May 2nd, 2026.